and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday. I'm here with Joshua, Howie, Taylor Ann, and myself, Kristen. We are here for the Morning App, and it feels like a Friday. Let me tell you, this was a long time coming. Like, this week.
It's been a really long week,
Second week of class. Why is it this difficult?
It's been crazy. It's been
if
wild.
it's like senior year or if
True.
it's just...
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, wow.
I think it's just been really surprising how busy we've been.
Yeah.
And it's taking it out on me. Like, it's just taking me down.
You just have to laugh through the pain.
Right.
No, seriously. I
I've
think
been-
that's what we've learned at this point.
I've been laughing a lot this week.
Yes, which is good. We needed some laughter this week.
I feel...
Yeah, because if you're not laughing, you're probably crying.
Yeah, that's
At
very
this point.
true.
Let's be real.
We all know the struggle. But not only is it Friday, it is usually a national something or another day. Whatever. These are going out of hand, I think. But
yeah.
Josh
Well,
loves them.
Now we have, like, I didn't know this. We have multiple, like, national whatever days, like, every single day. Like, I think there's 4 today.
4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 4. We're just
4.
cramming national
It's
days
not
into
the
everything.
day then for
I know.
that one thing.
Like, I mean, I guess sharing is caring, but at the same time, you just need one day. But if you look at some of these, they are ridiculous. But my 2 personal favorite for today, National Chicken Boy Day.
What does that mean?
That
What?
means apparently there was an old restaurant in like the 1980s or 1960s or whatever, and it's called a Chicken Boy restaurant. And at that restaurant, they erected a giant Chicken Boy statue, body of a boy, head of a chicken.
No
Are
way.
you serious?
Yeah, a giant statue. It's really cool, actually. Go Google
When
it.
I
They
first
get
heard
a
Chicken
day.
Boy, I assumed it was about me because I eat chicken 24/7.
Well,
So I'm Chicken Boy.
It may have been. If you eat, enough of one food, you become it. So maybe that's what happened here.
gosh.
But it's 22 feet tall, and it's holding a giant, bucket of chicken, fiberglass statue, and it's along Route 66 right now. And it's really called the Statue of Liberty of Los Angeles. Yeah.
No.
Nope, that is
Oh
what
my
people
God.
refer to
Oh my.
it to. And today is its day.
Well, salute to you, Chicken Boy, out in Los
Right.
Angeles.
This
But
is your
that's-
day, right?
That's dumb.
Well, I know. Why in the world are we giving this to, this is getting a national day?
Is it the anniversary of when it was built or something?
But, who knows about it? Unless you're from there.
Today is its ceremonial birthday.
How do you go about getting a national whatever day?
Yeah,
Because
that's
if
actually a
this
good
is a
question.
thing that can be done, can we have a national Kristen Day or a national WASU Day or
They already have one.
Well, National College Radio Day, but no one.
No, National
specifically-
Kristen Day for sure.
Oh,
I don't know.
Your
What I-
birthday.
I don't
Okay,
know if I'd
what-
vote for that. I don't
oh,
know.
man,
I might
that's
be
right.
against that one.
I guess
I don't
we do
know.
have a day.
We do.
We'll veto it.
Veto
We
it.
don't need that one. And then the other one, the best one for today, the others, I don't even know what they were about, but today is also National No Rhyme Nor Reason Day. We celebrate the words that are unrhymable.
Orange.
Yep, orange is one.
What, there's more?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god.
Which I've
Yeah,
been
I was
trying.
gonna
I've been
say,
trying
what?
all morning to get them. Orange month, silver,
Wait,
spirit.
don't go so fast. Okay, orange month.
Yeah.
Wait.
What rhymes with month?
Let's think. Okay. Silver. Oh, wait, no, we knew about silver in 3rd grade. That
Okay,
was
silver,
those are the two.
I
didn't.
Silver and orange.
I never knew this.
Yeah, right. It's not something they teach you. They teach you words that
I
do
was gonna
rhyme,
say,
so you can be a
what did you
poet.
or I guess you didn't have professors back then. It was teachers, but
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, it's spirit.
Really?
Yeah, I mean nothing rhymes with spirit.
Spirit.
Like, hear it, rigor it.
Merit.
They
Hear
hear
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, it's
Okay.
kinda-
Lame.
Chimney,
Chimney?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, nothing rhymes with that.
Chimney.
Yeah, 100%.
purple, another color.
Oh,
Purple.
The color purple.
the purple people eater.
That's
Oh my
That
God.
pretty
does not
cool.
rhyme, never
But
mind.
no.
Oh my goodness.
Nice try. And we have woman.
Nothing rhymes with
Woman?
woman? That's such a common word. How did I
mean-
not know this?
Yeah, that's weird.
Try and write a song. You can't.
Well,
They recommend you don't use these in music or poems.
Wow. Well, American Woman says woman. That's a song. That's a
True.
good, it's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but I mean,
a dumb day. No rhyme or reason. Pfft.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
National Chicken Boy Day is really good.
Yeah, that would make
It goes,
sense.
it
Yeah.
goes
That's me.
chicken boy, no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, September 1st is clearly lacking.
Jeez.
But honestly, when I think of, I don't know if you guys ever watched Drake and Josh growing
Oh,
up.
of
yes,
course.
back in
Do
the
you
day.
remember that one episode where he's like, "What rhymes with orange?" Door hinge.
Okay,
Like,
honestly,
door
I still
hinge?
think door hinge does
Yes,
rhyme
door
with
hinge,
orange.
right?
Does it not?
I think it works.
Orange.
Door
I don't
hinge
think it's close
orange.
enough. I don't know.
It's 2 words, but like
Hinge
orange.
orange.
Like
Hinge, orange.
I think
I
it's a
think-
stretch, but I think it works.
But one ends in ANGE and one ends in INGE. So I think that's probably the difference. That's why they don't classify it as rhymable.
I think Drake was onto something.
Yeah,
Did you guys-
I agree.
Did you guys see, speaking of Drake and Josh, this little side note, they had a reunion?
Yes.
They had so
Well, you know they don't like each other now.
Well, they
yeah,
did.
it's a little complicated.
Okay,
So
I'm completely lost. Let me know what's going on.
So from what I've gathered, I don't have a Twitter. I'm not very into
Yeah, same.
pop culture, so I don't really know. I might have this incorrect, but Josh Peck just had a wedding
Mm-hmm.
and didn't invite Drake. And so then Drake
Yeah.
tweeted, well, apparently they don't get along now.
Nope.
Drake tweeted, "How are you going to have a wedding and not invite your own brother?"
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a conflict.
That's a
and
big thing.
then now Josh is a YouTuber. Josh Peck. He went into Vine and now he's on YouTube. And he just actually watched this vlog last night. He had a vlog where he ran into Drake at the VMAs. And
Oh god.
they seemed to be friendly. He just kind of walked up to Drake, and Drake was like, "Oh my gosh!" But it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
They just ran into each other, and
It wasn't planned. It wasn't
Mm.
acted out or anything. or-
no, now it's mended, I guess. And they posted both of them posted a picture of them hugging each other, and one said, "Hug me, brother," and the other one said something like, "Good to be back." I'm not quite sure. I don't have Twitter, but
Yeah.
I'll go check it out.
that's what's going on in Drake and Josh.
Okay, let's be real. If those were girls, they would never be friends again.
No, they would.
Think about
Oh,
it.
they would hold on to it to the very end.
Yeah,
100%.
like if someone didn't invite me to their wedding, I thought we were super close. Like that's kind of
It-
smack in the face, I think.
Right.
It blew up on Twitter. I think Josh
Yeah.
Peck's best man or one of them like tweeted at like one of those like
Ooh.
kind of like
Subtweets.
yeah
Subtweet?
subtweets
Oh,
like
no.
not
Petty.
mentioning him
So
directly
petty.
to
Oh,
Drake,
no.
but he said something and it blew up. It was pretty big. I was following it and crying at the same time. 'Cause it was rough.
You know what else is something to cry about though?
Don't know.
Pumpkin spice
Yeah.
everything. So I
I would
mentioned
disagree.
on Monday, and I said I'm ready for pumpkin spice everything. Now let me clarify. I don't mean everything. I mean maybe coffee creamer. Maybe pumpkin pie, and that's probably about as far as I'll go. But did you know? Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Pumpkin spice gum
Yeah.
is a thing. Facts.
I don't know if I like the sound of that
No.
at all.
There's now pumpkin spice deodorant, pumpkin spice Oreos,
I can
pumpkin
believe that.
spice Pringles,
Mhm.
pumpkin spice fig bars. It's getting a little out of hand, if you ask me.
Fig bars?
Your face just looks
Yeah.
so
Out of all the,
disgusted.
I thought maybe you'd go Pop Tart because they make everything under the
Yeah.
sun.
That's true. Like
But-
pumpkin pie Pop Tart.
Fig bars?
Oh, are you ready for this one?
No.
Pumpkin spiced fettuccine.
Ew.
No.
Okay, that's
Ooh.
when
Okay, that's
I
where we
cut
draw
it
the
off.
line
That is
right
fancy.
there.
Cut it off.
That's where we draw it.
Do you think
High
people buy
class.
these things?
I mean, people are always into trying new things. I mean, I am, but still.
I'm going to go buy
time-
fettuccine now.
One time I bought a pumpkin pie flavored yogurt. It was the grossest thing I've ever tried.
Aren't
It
they
was-
always?
It was a dumb idea.
Gosh.
Pumpkin spice marshmallows.
I kind of believe that one.
I could see that actually
Yeah.
being good.
Yeah, I feel like that would be fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not about
It would
that.
flavor your like hot chocolate or
Your
Mm,
s'more.
You could just put cinnamon in your hot chocolate.
true.
Yeah.
Just do it the natural way.
But yeah, I think it's getting a little out of hand. I'll enjoy a pumpkin spice latte maybe once during the fall, but I'm not as extreme as pumpkin spice juice is now also a thing.
Now, Cookout last year
Uh-oh.
actually had a pumpkin pie milkshake, not pumpkin spice, pumpkin
Okay.
pie, and I actually highly enjoyed it. Like
Really?
it was pretty
they
good. It had
probably
like
used
it had
real
like pie crust
pie.
in the milkshake. It was really good. I recommend it. Like
sounds
if they
good,
have it
actually, yeah.
again, go do it.
Is there
Like,
anything at Cookout that isn't good though?
That's so true.
I mean, yeah, but I was just on the pumpkin line.
I've yet to find something that's not incredible.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice M&Ms, and I'll leave you with that one.
Okay.
That one's pretty
I
nasty.
still, I still
Okay,
can believe
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I have to admit, I do like pumpkin spice lattes in October. I do get excited. But what I'm more excited about is that Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato is about to play. She's my girl.
Looking like revenge, feeling like a 10, the best I ever been. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now you're out here looking.
McAdoo's on King Street has a menu with more than 140 items, including appetizers and daily specials. McAdoo's is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 12:30 Monday through Thursday and until 1:30 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. McAdoo's menu is online at McAdoo's.net. Independently owned at 703 West King Street, downtown. McAdoo's, just to be there.
Anna Bananas of downtown Boone is currently accepting back-to-school clothing for men and women. They're looking for trendy back-to-school basics and one-of-a-kind finds. Men's clothing from classic looks to skatewear, graphic, brewery, and local tees, outdoor wear, shoes, and flannels. Ladies are
Back into the morning app. I'm still tired.
I'm awake now.
No.
She got her
No.
coffee. She's good to go.
I'm set. I need my coffee every morning.
She
now.
always has a little cup that she brings in her car full of coffee, so she takes it everywhere during the day. She has coffee in it.
That's
She'll
right, she
refill it.
does.
She'll have it all the time.
But she also has a water tumbler. So
Yeah.
you're carrying 2 things of liquid.
I do, and but the problem with the coffee cup is it's not covered, so now my
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, my car smells like coffee. 'Cause, like, every time I go over a speed bump,
Or you turn.
coffee in the car.
You need those inside windshield wipers.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Honestly, with my driving, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I've been known to not be the best driver.
Oh,
You?
100%. Driving to Colorado with this girl, I thought we were going to die multiple times. I was confident this is where I'm dying.
But but after he drove to Colorado with me, then again we road tripped it out to Atlanta, and he was scared for his life a second time.
You went back in the car.
Oh, my God. I was
Your
like,
first
they're
mistake.
putting me
Don't
back
do
here.
that.
It's like going back in. You don't want to go back in. So, guys, I have a question. Have you ever had something you thought that was gone for good? Like you had something that was very valuable to you and you lost it.
Just happened to me 2 days ago, actually.
Really?
What was
What'd
it?
you lose?
So it's kind of a long story, but the day I found out about my birth mother not wanting to be a part of my life, my adoptive mother gave me a cross. I've been hanging it on my window in my car, okay?
Same.
I had to get my windshield replaced. And as I was driving to class yesterday, the mirror on the windshield fell off. And then I realized for the past 2 days I haven't noticed the cross on my mirror anymore. And there's no way of knowing where it is now. I know.
Oh, no.
It's a really sad story, but on the other side, like, that's something that's in my heart now. Like, it's something that will never
Right.
leave, but it does suck because I'm like, that's something you can't buy, you know?
Okay, you know what's really sad though? Is when you asked us this question, Howie, that's what you thought of? I'm still salty about when I was 5 years old.
Oh, boy.
My brother lost my Barbie in the Michigan Lake.
No.
Oh, no.
And it was the scuba diving Barbie. And to this
No.
day, I'm so salty
irony.
about it.
Did it have,
Yeah,
come with
I
little
heard that.
flippers and everything? And the
Yeah. And it had a whale. And my brother was out in Lake Michigan and lost it. And to this day, that is the most valuable piece of thing ever that I have lost. And so such a contrast.
Yeah,
It's such a contrast.
I feel
but
like an idiot now.
you know, if anything with this article, Taylor, and it could always come up. This guy, he had his class ring back in 1970. He lost it in Massachusetts, and it came up on shore 47 years later.
What?
Somebody found it. His name is Patrick, who owned the ring. Originally, his wife, who is now his wife, bought him this ring for graduation when he graduated college. And he lost it inside of this lake, and they ended up finding it 47 years later.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, just imagine that, losing something you had that valuable, and it comes up. So there's always a chance for it to come back
that's
up.
true. But how did they put 2 and 2 together is the question.
I think his name was
Engraved
engraved
in it?
inside of it. So
His full name,
Still
though, I
on
guess?
there.
yes, probably.
After
Wow.
being in
phone
the water
number,
that
address,
long.
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a dog tag.
And he was actually upset when he first lost it, and now that they found it, he's super thrilled and super happy about it.
Yeah.
So maybe scuba diving Barbie will wash up
Maybe.
one day?
So, but is your
One
name
day.
on it though?
Oh.
Oh, you always write the name
On-
on like the foot,
Yeah.
you know, like Toy Story.
I
Come
was
on.
just thinking the
It
same
found
thing.
return to Kristen.
just Kristen. They'll
Just
figure
Kristen,
it
no
out.
KK. So yeah, this happened a couple days ago, and I've lost some things before. Like I had a necklace when I was younger that had H on it, just for my first name, obviously. And I used to wear it all the time, and I would lose it all the time. I lost it like 3 times, and it's somewhere in my house. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere in there. I'm confident it'll turn up again, even though it doesn't really fit me now. It's still a small necklace, but
But it's,
I want
you
to see it
know,
again, you know?
Yeah, it's important to you.
Would you still wear it?
If it, yeah. I don't know. My neck's a little bit bigger now than it was, so
Now-
potentially.
It could be
collar.
a choker trend.
It could be-
now.
Oh my gosh. As in
have
wearing
the
one.
gold choker. Yep, I would do that.
I'm
I'd be
so
that guy.
over the choker trend.
Come on, girl. You call me out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I happened to the 90s. You say adios and never see it again.
No. It always, history repeats itself.
I know, and it's
All
it
the
shouldn't.
time.
Okay, but Howie, me and you,
Uh-huh.
as guys here, do we find that attractive though? I want your opinion
Choker
first.
trend?
Yeah.
Are you a choker guy or you not?
It depends. Like
Thank-
I'm half
yeah.
and half.
I
It depends.
It depends on what kind.
Yeah. Like I like your choker. That one's really nice. There's some people wear some outrageous stuff, and I just
True.
can't get with it.
You can't get with the LA fashion.
Can't get the. Oh my goodness! In LA, it was like that. Chokers everywhere. No,
Ugh.
wasn't about it.
I
I'm
just
still all about it.
I I guess I'm just the type of person that will wear what I'm comfortable in maybe sacrifice how I look because I want to be comfortable, aka t-shirts. But chokers don't look comfortable to me, so I don't want to wear them.
But have you worn one? Because you said it
Yeah.
looks uncomfortable.
When I was 5, back in
Oh, like
1990.
oh my gosh, I
goodness.
remember those like stretchy thingies. I didn't
Yeah.
even know how
They
it got on
had
her
those?
head. You know, like
Yeah, I don't. It would stretch out, and then it was just weird.
I've seen a few people wearing them actually.
That exact 90s
Yes,
choker.
yes, and I'm like, they're still around, or I wonder if they just kept them. Must be in good shape.
I could probably find one of those around my house somewhere, though. Honestly, those in a what were those things called that you
Scrunchies?
Yes.
Oh.
And then what is it called? Tamagotchi.
Oh my gosh!
I still have a Tamagotchi in my closet.
What
I
in the world is a
definitely do.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, what is
Okay,
that?
I forgot about it, and then I googled it like a while ago, and you definitely had one. Like everyone
No,
had one.
did.
Taylor and guys never had one.
Wait, what?
This was a strictly girl thing. I
Yeah,
promise you.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, what is
actually.
it?
It's a
Oh my
little
gosh.
keychain that has an electronic pet in it that
Mhm.
you feed and
Oh.
you put to bed, and
That's
it,
right.
Oh,
Keeps
okay.
us
And then you
Yes.
accidentally kill it, and it's like the end of your world.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
then
And
you
you
just
have
get
to buy
another
a
one.
new
Just
one.
move on that quickly.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, I got you. I'm with it.
Some trends, I'm telling you. But I don't know. One thing that I'm really interested in, the past couple of days, we've really heard a lot of confessions, and I have teacher confessions because apparently they do keep secrets, believe it or not.
I feel like these are going to be really juicy.
Oh, goodness.
They're
I'm
pretty good.
nervous.
I mean, you have the basic one, I graded drunk all the time, which
Oh
I think
no!
you know. I had so many teachers in high school. When I got my paper back, there was a stain on it, and they're like, "Yeah, spilled the wine." I'm like,
No way.
doesn't surprise me at all. Really, you never had that?
No.
No, I had it all the time. So every once in a while they say it's coffee. It's not coffee. Coffee's not like purple or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I accidentally spilled my coffee on it. Oh no.
Coffee plus
That was
shot of
Bacardi.
something.
That was
and
Bacardi
Baileys.
on the paper.
Well, apparently some teachers also pray, like hardcore pray that some students don't show up.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
wow.
like,
Honestly, I don't blame them.
Okay.
I mean, right? But
I kind of relate to this. I was a camp counselor this summer. It's not a teacher by any means. I do probably half the work. I don't have to educate these kids, but I do have to make sure they're alive when their parents come pick them up at 5 o'clock. Whew, I did pray for some kids not to come because they are just trouble kids.
here's an awful one. I have wished for kids to fall into comas, get mono, some non-lethal whatever illness to keep them from my classes because
How
either they
is this
were A,
published?
so distracting and drag the whole class down, or B, just little jerks. These are like quote for quote they posted on Reddit, like confessions.
Wow.
Horrible.
Whoever
Yeah.
that is does not need to be a teacher.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that is-
Like,
Wow.
Ooh. And then this one kind of on the other end of the spectrum. Before I started dating their French teacher, I was hooking up with their math teacher. A year before
Oh
that, I
my
was with their
gosh.
grade 6 teacher.
Okay, this no.
oh
Those-
my god.
And all
Those
these are
are
from Reddit, correct?
Yes.
Reddit is a place where you can say whatever you
Yep.
want. You can give any confession you want, and it
Savage.
shows on this. The teachers, they don't care.
Savage.
They'll tell it all.
Oh my
Apparently, some
gosh.
teachers also only spend 30 seconds grading a thing. They're like, we've trained ourselves to look at keywords or like length, and if it doesn't have that, fail.
I can see that.
Which, I mean, makes sense because it is so like tedious and everything. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know when that professor assigns a 15-page paper for a 30-kid class, they're not reading every single
That's
Oh,
page.
you
so
know,
true.
you're not.
I wouldn't.
Because it's also not their only class, so they
Yeah.
probably have like at least 120 students.
Yeah, that's not happening. They skim. They say, okay, name, first sentence, last sentence of every paragraph. They do probably what we do for the textbooks that they assign us.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They skim.
I
But
don't
they
know.
have some confessions, and I've always wondered how teachers feel about their students sometimes, and I guess Reddit is the place to go
Yeah.
if you want
That's
to tell
only
them all.
That's only a few. I mean, just imagine. There are worse teachers out there than that, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
how would you want to wish ill will on your students like that? That's amazing.
It's one thing to say, oh, I hope that kid doesn't show up today.
Right.
But to wish that, yeah,
Wish
that's,
they would fall into
yeah.
a coma.
that's savage.
That's terrible.
That person just needs help.
Like, that person should not be a teacher. I don't know who it is,
Go
but
take some time off. I
right.
think.
Yeah,
Just-
not even know. Just fire him right there.
Yeah.
Just
immediately.
ISS, that's all you got to do. Send them there.
Send the teacher
that doesn't
to
exist
ISS.
in college, though.
Well, on a lighter note than that, we have my absolute favorite song right now. I've been bumping it every single day, Prodigal the Man, Feel It Still. 90.5 WASU. And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. The songs you heard, Portugal the Man, Feel It Still, and Drake Signs.
Prodigal the Man.
You know, okay. Kristen claims that this is her favorite song.
Doesn't even know the title.
Butchered the name completely.
Okay, so this is a running joke between me and James all the time. I will say the name of the song and maybe know one verse in the lyrics, but I have no idea who it's by ever, and it's so sad.
Yeah, you know,
one of your
Portugal
favorite.
the Man.
Okay.
Feel It Still.
Okay.
It's a good song.
It's
So
it's good, but
it's been rainy in Boone last couple of days.
Yeah.
It's been interesting. What's the weather like for today, Kristen?
well, unfortunately, it's a 2 golf ball day. Okay, 5 golf balls means that it's a good day. It's a 2 golf ball day, according to Ray's Weather, BooneWeather.com. It is a high of 69 and a low of 57, probably rainy throughout the day. But, you know, we just have to stick through 1 or 2 more days of rain, and the rest of the week is going to look beautiful. This weekend is looking gorgeous. I'm just glad it's the weekend. Rainy or sunny, I'm happy it's Friday.
I agree.
Yeah.
They keep telling us it's going to get better. It's not.
It will, Josh. You have to stay
I don't know.
positive.
It's
Stay
Boone
positive,
weather, though.
Josh.
You never know. It can switch at any second.
Oh, yeah, it might snow in 5 minutes. We never know.
But really,
I sure hope so.
I would like
to
it.
be real.
Even though I like the summertime in Boone, you know, I would like to get to the snow part. But it's just been rainy everywhere because of Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that because that's been such a devastating event for the people of Texas and just for the United States as a whole. Last night, the death toll reached 44, and it's still rising. We still don't know exactly how many people have died from this event, but it's just been very, very devastating. And it's also being predicted to be the most expensive disaster in the history of the United States.
Really?
Over
So,
Katrina.
Yeah, over Katrina. They said the destruction is really bad because it's not just hitting Texas, it's hitting Louisiana, so
Yeah.
hitting a lot of places at once.
Have you guys, I don't know, I mean, it's not something you seek out, but have you seen the pictures
Yeah.
from this event? It's horrible. I mean, water up to people's waist and higher, and it's just devastating. I came across a video the other day. It was a time-lapse video of it happening, and it was a parking lot, and you just see cars rushing out, and the water is almost to the top of the car. It is devastating and horrible.
I mean,
to
it's been
watch.
amazing the amount of videos of people who are reaching out to help, though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not just for people, but for, animals. I mean, I can't imagine as a dog owner myself leaving my dog behind.
Oh no, my
Yeah.
dog's on a backpack. She's inside the backpack
Yeah.
on my back. I'm
Yeah.
running through the water. I'm a safe cookie.
But the amount of people that have gone back to help get those dogs, it's like, well, I hope those owners don't get them back because,
yeah.
I mean, you abandoned your dog.
Yeah.
it is easy to look at the the negative sides to the story, but
True.
there's also thousands of people who have been saved over the past few days and
Yeah.
rescued. The people working, the 911 operators and all the rescue teams are doing an amazing job saving thousands of people. So, our hearts go out
That's
to you
awesome.
guys. Thank you for
Yeah.
all the hard work you do.
Right.
I think Boone is sending people out there.
Yes, that's what I've heard too. Boone's sending people out there, and actually more than 30,000 people have been able to make it to Houston shelters, which has
Wow.
been really incredible.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were able to get away from that harm, but it's a very interesting event in itself. The hurricane speed's going up to 130 miles per hour.
That's
Can
just
you imagine?
no. I was literally about to say it's unimaginable.
It's unimaginable, yeah. And
It's-
I've been in a hurricane before. This
have?
is like 2003. I was in Myrtle Beach, or I think 2003, 2004, one of those times. And the hurricane, it wasn't really hit Myrtle Beach that much, but you can just tell we were inside and we
Mm,
couldn't
so
go
sweet.
anywhere, and the wind was hitting, and it was just crazy.
These natural disasters, I mean, I'm just so thankful and grateful every single day that I've never had to
Experience
one of
Right.
those.
Yeah.
I mean, hurricanes, earthquakes, I would freak out.
Tornadoes?
We had tornadoes a lot in Illinois, but they never, they always kind of went around us. But yeah, I mean, it's unimaginable. Like I said, I can't put it into
Yeah.
words how crazy it is.
Well, talking about natural disasters, I found an article that is talking about millennials and the way we think, and it says the top 10 most serious problems that we think we're facing in the world. And it's kind of interesting. So instead of reading y'all the article, I would like to see what you think the top 10 issues that we millennials think we're going through in the world right now.
Top 10.
Like worldwide or
Yeah,
in our daily lives?
and just worldwide.
Most
I-
serious problems.
I think maybe number one, student debt. And this may just be because I have a ton, but I know that I've looked at other sources, and it is rising as a whole for our nation. And a lot of people are turning to online schooling because of that.
Yeah.
I'd go maybe unemployment, but that's not as big of an issue as it used to be. But still, a lot of people care about that and worry, and I'd go that as the number one problem.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with student debt, though, because, oh my, I don't want to talk about mine. Mine's rising as we speak. But I think that's such a huge problem with a lot of people who want to go to college, that they're overwhelmed by, you know, all the money you have to pay back when you get out, and, you know, when you get a job when you get out of it. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Most people don't pay it back for 10 years.
Yeah.
Plus, that's a decade of paying debt. It's going to be
The magic going to grad school right after, too. So that's a lot.
All right, well, I'm going to go from 10 to number 1.
Okay.
And let's see what y'all think. So ranking at number 10, it is a lack of opportunities for jobs and making money.
Okay, so
it's actually lower on the scale than you guessed.
I thought it'd be top 5, but it's pretty surprising.
At number 9, general safety, security, and well-being, which I definitely think is something been growing in our day and age.
Is that just millennials, or is that everyone in society at right now? Because we are in such a rocky time.
Frame.
I'm sure it would rank in for everyone, but this is specifically off of a study from 31,000 millennials in 186 countries, so it's worldwide.
Okay, good to know.
At number 8, lack of education.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked at that one.
It is worldwide, though.
Yeah, because if you're here in America, I mean, you have a good opportunity to go. I know there's some people that can't, but you have pretty legit opportunities.
Some of our education is better in the U.S. than in other countries. So, but
opportunity-wise,
opportunity-wise, it's there. Just depends on if you do it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so at number 7, food and water security and safety. Now that's something I definitely think that shows that it's worldwide, because honestly, I don't think I've ever had to worry about not having water at the end of the day.
Water is definitely one of those. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely had a week where just because I'm in college and I have $2 for groceries that week. And, that is definitely in no means horrible compared to other situations. I'm not trying to say that, but it's definitely come across my mind some days where I'm like, how am I going to eat today? And it's because I'm in college, but I could see that being a worldwide problem as well.
I didn't eat yesterday, but actually didn't eat.
I understand. Yesterday was a very busy day.
I feel like that's college too in general. Like, we're all so broke. I mean, and then on top of that, like, how do you have a job and do full-time school? I mean, I do it myself, but it's just they do not make it easy for us at all. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so at number 6, government corruption, which
really.
Number 6?
At number 6. I know.
I don't know about that one.
I believe it.
All right, at number 5, religious conflicts, which...
does that mean like internal spiritual battles, or just,
I feel like it's between religious groups is what I would...
I think recently that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I interpret it. At number 4, poverty.
Yeah.
I think that also comes with the whole debt thing, like... I mean, they say more and more students are getting in more and more debt because we just keep raising the prices of going to college. Right. And if you don't get those scholarships, I mean, I remember when I applied for scholarships, I applied to over 50 and I had a 4.0. I was like on all these clubs. I was the president of things. Like, I did what I thought was best. I got 0.
Yeah.
0.
Well, definitely along the lines of that, though, I think that not only is the price of school rising, but the expectation of school is rising. So it used to be fine to go to high school, and now I feel as though I have to go to grad school next in order to obtain anything reliable.
Yeah. At number 3, inequality when it comes to income or discrimination.
Okay.
I've experienced that,
Yeah. Number 2, wars.
What are they good for?
Well, it's because now, since we're 18 plus, if there's a war coming, the draft.
That's true.
Me and Howie going to lead our country.
Yeah, and now women can get drafted too, so that's a big thing. Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real.
Wait, really?
For real?
I don't want to.
Honestly, I was thinking about that the other day because both of my grandparents were in the war, the Vietnam War.
Really?
And they were like 18 when they were sent off. And I'm like, I cannot imagine being at 22, like seeing all these people our age and younger going off to war.
Right.
I would last 1 minute.
Like 1 minute. I think I would be 10 seconds. I'm not gonna lie.
I would
cry instantly.
It'd be over. It's a wrap.
I'd be like, oh, food over there. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready for number one?
Number one.
Yeah.
Number one is climate change.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of surprised this is number one, but I'm very, very passionate about climate change. And I'm very, very passionate about Mother Earth. You gotta love Mother Earth, or else she's not going to take care of you the way that you are supposed to take care of her. It is a cohabitation. Come on, people. Climate change is real.
That's what got it right there.
Wow. Well, there's your little speech of the day. But here is my favorite song this week, ABBA SOS, because I've been shouting SOS all week.
Hey y'all, this is 90.5 WASU. So I'm confused at what is about to be talked about.
I'm just always confused. It's fine.
Should you go Dutch on a date?
Should you? That's a question.
You should always go Dutch anything. That's like the general rule.
I mean, true. They have good food.
Exactly.
This is a hot topic. We love relationship stuff, and it's always juicy conversation. Should you go Dutch on a date? I mean, obviously, we've discussed this multiple times before. You know, it just depends. But I have 10 reasons why you should keep it even. That's
10?
just because I'm that type of girl. I like to go Dutch. Sometimes, I'll let him buy, but that's because we're in a relationship now. But first date, you got to go Dutch.
Okay.
Number 1, gets rid of the awkwardness.
Wait, okay, hold on. What does going Dutch even mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
thank
was just
you,
gonna
thank
say.
you.
I need
Wait, are
a
you serious?
definition.
Yeah, we don't know. We were trying to
guys
figure
don't
this out
know?
No,
earlier.
I
Okay,
know, but like, I need a
okay.
definition.
It means you
How you
split
don't
the check.
know?
Split the
Oh.
check. Oh.
How'd you guys not know this?
I
Keep
would
up with
just
the
say
terms.
split the check.
See, I don't date much. I don't go out much. I
Yeah,
just stay in my
same.
room, play video games. So.
Me and Howie go on self dates.
Yes, exactly. We go to central dates.
Okay, going
Central.
going Dutch means that you split the check. I'm
Oh,
surprised
okay.
you guys have never heard that. Number 1, it gets rid of awkwardness. I don't know about you, Taylor Ann, but have you ever been on those where it's like coming up to the end and you're wondering and you're reaching for the check
Oh,
or
yeah.
not?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
You slide it to him casually
The
across the table.
worst experience, I ended up having to pay for it because he left his wallet.
Well,
Uh,
he probably felt bad about that. If
yeah.
if he genuinely left his wallet.
Yeah.
Then his friend, we were on a double date, decided to say that he didn't have enough money. So I ended up having to
Oh.
pay for 3 of us. Yeah, I
Okay,
was
no.
very angry.
Venmo exists. Make them pay you
It,
back.
it actually doesn't, but that's okay.
Venmo exists. Josh refuses to get a Venmo
He
for
does.
ever.
I feel
Are
like
you
it's fake
serious?
money. I feel like it's fake money. Like, I know
No,
it linked to your
I
bank
have seen it
account,
come in my
but I just
paycheck.
feel like I'm never going to see it.
on my app.
We're getting way off topic here, but it sounds like Taylor Ann is not having very good luck.
Number 2, and I don't know if you've ever felt this when a guy picks up the check, you don't feel obligated or guilted into a second date. So if they pay for it, you think, oh, maybe I should give him another shot. He did pay, But if it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah.
Go Dutch, and you don't have that problem. You don't have that guilt.
I think I've had that experience before where I've paid for somebody and then like there wasn't a second date and she's probably like, oh man, he paid for me and I got to go back out on him.
Right.
Her loss, Howie.
Right, her loss.
We know.
It also allows this door to open for no expectations. Absolutely no expectations after the date, no expectations for a second date. We split the check, and, if I want to go on a second date with you or if you want to go on a second date with me, then it will happen. But, I don't feel obligated as well. Again, it also puts you on an even playing field. And I
Okay.
think this is also kind of important, at least how I act in a relationship. It's a very even relationship. I try to pay sometimes, he'll try to pay sometimes, and it's, very co-beneficial evenly across the field. I think that's important.
Okay, I like that.
And number 1, you can mention it right away.
Want to
And
go
then-
Dutch?
So do you mention it like when the date starts, like, or are you talking about when the check's there?
I would say
Ooh.
Yeah.
like when you go to order, be like, hey, do you want to do this together? You want to do it separate?
Or how about, I could pay for it.
I
Yeah.
think it's important to bring it up.
Yeah.
Because then there's that awkward
You think?
silence.
I feel like if you're a guy and you, at the beginning of the date, you say, hey, do you want to split it evenly? I mean, I'll gladly pay for it. Like, saying that, I feel like will give the wrong message to the girl, and she'll be like, oh, he doesn't actually want to pay. That's why he brought it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
that's why I'm.
Do you
I'm not
always
a,
pay on the first date?
I do, yes.
I
First
do
date,
too.
you have to.
Yeah,
Really?
I do. I'm a
Now-
gentleman.
Second date, third date, maybe you can bring it up. But I think on the first date, if you immediately bring it up and you're like, hey, do you want to, maybe split it evenly? I mean, I'll gladly pay. Like,
Mhm.
What if the girl asks you onto the first date? If a girl
If
asks
she-
you out, will she pay for the first date? Is
Oh.
that what you're expecting?
No.
I still pay.
yeah.
Really?
First
Yeah.
date, you pay.
Wow.
I think that's just like
Gentleman.
gentleman
To be honest, that
etiquette,
would,
you know.
Yeah.
that's what I would expect if a guy asked me on a date.
You're expecting me
I'm
to pay?
very traditional in the fact that I think if you're going to ask me out, you
one-
should pay for it.
Once you start dating, like if you actually
Yeah.
start dating, after maybe third date, territory, then you can
Then you
start.
decide
Yeah.
like, who pays
You
or
start
split.
talking. 'Cause hopefully
Yeah.
by then you're comfortable.
All right, well, if you guys are worried and you're in a relationship
We're
and maybe
worried.
this is something that could be on that, I don't know if things are going okay right now with my significant other. There are 11 relationship hacks to try if you're worried your partner might leave.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for them?
Let's do it.
Hey, hold on. Who's in a relationship in this room?
Only Kristen.
Gross.
All right.
Yeah.
Gross.
You guys
Yeah.
take some
Stop.
notes for whenever it happens, and maybe you can see if this is something
I'm not worried.
you're interested. All right. So one of the 11 is try to let the little things go. which I think is a great thing in a relationship in
I
general.
think that's a great thing in life in general.
Yeah.
True.
If you get caught up in the little things, then, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
you're going to be stressed about everything.
Yeah, you only get one life. Live a happy one,
YOLO?
man.
Unless you're a cat.
Listen to what your partner is saying. But I
No
think
way.
I think that's key in any relationship. You have to have communication.
You have to actually listen?
If
Are you serious?
I think these are just common sense things, but
I'm just
You would
kidding.
think.
give each other plenty of space.
Yes.
I think
agree.
that's hard in relationships, period. Is understanding how much space you should give each other.
Currently, I'm in a long distance relationship,
Mm-mm.
so we're getting a lot of space.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much for my liking. But I think space is important. We talk about this all the time. Grow independently as
Yeah.
people. That way you can be a good couple together.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right,
Yeah.
another one. Don't be afraid to lose, in quotations, an argument.
Oh.
I lose every argument.
I think
yeah.
I think it's key to know when you're wrong.
It is, but it's so hard to admit.
No.
See, I'm not really competitive. Like, if I know I lost an argument,
Oh.
I'll just take that. And
I'm
move on.
I am.
extremely competitive,
Yep.
but if I get proven wrong, I have no problem being like, look, I was wrong, you're right. Thank you.
I'm competitive when it comes to games or athletic things, and it makes me
Athletic
really angry. But arguments, okay, maybe I'm not as competitive in that. You shouldn't be because you have to admit when you're wrong. But I will not lose a game.
Everything is a
I will
game.
not.
Everything.
I can
make
see you
everything
losing
a
in
game.
Mario Kart than me.
Oh, I lose.
Oh my
I lose
gosh.
every time, but I'm still competitive about it.
Yeah. Go on a date ASAP. I think some people just kind of get comfortable and they just kind of like hang out and chill a lot, and they forget that you got to keep the relationship spicy. You got to go out,
Yeah.
gotta do new things.
Dates are
Yeah.
wonderful.
Resolve any external issues. I mean, I feel like you should do that no matter what.
Yeah, talk about it.
Remind your SO how they mean to you.
That's important.
Reaffirmation's
Yeah.
definitely huge.
Yeah.
Every
Did
once in
you-
a while.
A fun fact, side note, real quick.
Mhm.
Did you know that there's 7 different love languages?
Yes.
Or is it 5? I might not be an
You
accurate
told me this
source.
before.
I think
I
it's
just don't pay
5.
attention.
I think it is 5, and words of affirmation is one of them.
Yep.
Never
Okay.
use me as a source, guys. I'm never correct. But words of affirmation is one of them. Some people that's how they love.
Mm-hmm. Another one is ask for help. So I definitely can understand, like, when you get stressed, instead of not talking about it, you got to talk about it and, like, be like, look, I need help with your patients this week.
Mm-hmm.
I might, get a little snappy because I'm super
You're
stressed
super
out.
right?
And
always
I'm
snappy.
not trying to bring it out on you. Let go of your baggage. I think it's a
Yeah.
personal hack that people need to remember.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to each other in tough times. So kind of like the
think that's
ask for help.
natural.
Yeah. And last but not least, do something nice for each other.
Yeah.
There you
Do
go.
something nice for
You know,
each
there's
other.
sometimes we do some stuff that's really nice for each other. Taylor, those hacks. I might have to take those next time I'm in a relationship. I'm going to need all of that. But this is Friday morning on the Morning App. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.